Alright, so Fortnite got updated last night, and I'm going to be going over everything in the patch notes. The patch notes are not very big, but I might as well go over them anyways. Also, just as a quick disclaimer, there is no new content at all in this update. If someone says there's new content, they are lying. But other than that, let's get straight into the patch notes. Just like always, I will be starting with the bug fixes and then going into the known issues, so feel free to skip to any part of the video you want. But to start off the patch notes, there used to be a bug with the research tab. It actually came back in an update in the armory tab of the home base command center, and basically it was supposed to be gone for good when they made the power level update a while back ago. But it came back in the last update that we had due to a bug. So now, that bug should be gone. There used to be a bug with the directional pad. If you were to play on controller, you could use a directional pad to basically, move around the little cursor around the map when you were selecting a mission, or of course, selecting certain tabs, of course, in the home base menu. When you would return from a mission, either winning it, losing it, or just leaving it completely, it would bug out the directional pad for controllers, and you can use it in the home base menu. And now it's been fixed. The Deadeye, the Hammer Crusher, and the Hunter Killer used to be bugged, where when you were to fire it, it would play the wrong animation. It would still show that the gun was firing when you're of course not using it. This is a bug with a lot of different weapons, so I don't know why they're specifically addressing these 3 weapons instead of, a lot of the other weapons, but, just saying. For Storm Shield amplifiers, there's an exclamation mark, and it would appear stretched depending on what device you're playing on, so that has been fixed now. And finally, the Champion Blade Splinter emote will now play correctly in Save the World, because I guess it just wasn't working before, so that's been fixed now. And that's pretty much all of the bug fixes in the current update that we got, so let's go over the known issues. There is a known issue where when you of course place down something like a wall, a floor, a ramp, or a pyramid, sometimes the animation for that structure building may not finish and it might just randomly pause during the animation. There's another bug being looked into with armory slots, so basically in the event shop, you're not able to buy multiple armory slots at once, you'll have to buy them one by one. When aiming down sights with the Ancient's launcher, it will actually fire the weapon instantly, making it really hard to specifically aim at certain enemies that you want, because it will just fire instantly and probably randomly overheat. So that's still being looked into. Whenever someone joins their lobby, you'll get a notification saying that that person has increased their power level, but of course because they reworked power level a while ago, that's not really a thing that happens anymore, so that's still of course a bug in the game. There's a bug with the Simple Edits UI where it doesn't update correctly to reflect the reset after editing a structure. There's a bug with specifically the Xbox One version of the game. If you use an Outlander and face shift onto a jump pad, it will not actually activate. There is a bug with Buccaneer Jonesy. He has the perk Buckle Plus, and basically when you run Buccaneer Jonesy in the lead, his perk will be less effective overall. So he's not a very good hero at the moment to run as your lead commander whenever you're running a loadout of any kind. There's another known issue where if you get eliminated with the Ohm's Perch Backwing, you actually cause the game to crash, surprisingly. Actually one of the rare times when the game crashes, so make sure not to use that backwing, I guess, until that bug is fixed. And finally, the player character may use the incorrect arm sweep animations when interacting with world objects. Of course, that being, when you search something or collect something for a mission or a certain quest. But other than that, that's pretty much all of the bug fixes and known issues in this update. It's not really a big list, but I thought I'd go over them anyways, because why not? And other than that, if you enjoyed this video, think about liking and subscribing, it helps out the channel a lot. Maybe leave a comment if you have any sort of feedback, or you have any sort of ideas for weapon or hero loadouts, or of course strap builds in the future. And also, share this video with someone that, likes playing Save the World. It's always great to stay up to date. Even if it's a small update, you never know what could drastically change, So it's always good to stay up to date. But other than that, hope you have yourselves a great day, and I will see you in the next one. So, see ya!